Studios with huge budgets are still making movies, but at the other end, there's this crowdfunding, and then somewhere in between lies Night Fox Entertainment.
What's intriguing is this production company, it's based here. The people who are investing are from here, so we wanted to tell you about it at home.
And they've got an office in Los Angeles, too. Founder Tim Christian is here. We're also glad to welcome this guy, actor John Beasley.
Hi, John.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you again. And nice to meet you, Tim.
Pleasure.
Yeah, Tim, no, this is really cool. How did this company get started?
You know, I've always been active in entertainment and music and media. And I decided that, you know, film was a great place for me to kind of bring everything together, whether it's music or publishing, I could bring it under one umbrella. And I decided to do it in film. And so what I did was we created Night Fox Entertainment, which is essentially a film finance and production company where we've pulled funds of money from local investors, and we use that money and deploy it to feature films with budgets under $10 million.
What's the big goal? Like if you look down the road, because I know you've got projects already done, some in the works.
Right.
What kind of waves do you want to make ultimately?
You know, essentially to build a library of content that's sellable to a major distributor in the next 10 years.
Great.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sounds good.
But how did you get this concept, and how did you begin putting this together?
Well, you know, it started with sort of my ability to be able to raise funds for other people's films. And I did that on a couple of projects and decided that I don't want to give everybody else the money that we're raising. I want to raise it on our own and use it for our projects. And so, you know, it was sort of one of those things that where A kind of led to B, and I realized that I had the ability to be able to go out and raise the money, and we raised it for ourselves, and now we're doing some pretty exciting projects.
John, you can pick and choose, right?
Well, not really.
You can decide what you want to do. No, but you can. If you say, I'm going to get involved with something, you got to believe in it. So what appealed to you?
Yeah.
What appealed
well,
to you?
you know, I know Tim's family from way back, and you know, he approached me at one point saying that he would like to work with me, and I found a project that I really love called East Texas Hot Links, and Tim got excited about that, and we're talking to some major actors about you know, trying to get them attached to this project. People like Danny Glover, Charles Dutton, Queen Latifah. Niecy Nash, even Cedric the Entertainer, you know.
You've worked with them on a couple of other shows.
Well, Cedric and I have just finished our fourth season on The Soul Man on TV Land, hoping for a fifth season. And so I've worked with a lot of these actors, and so getting the script in their hands is kind of the tough part if you're going through the managers and the agents, but sometimes you can just give a call and say, hey, take a look at this. And they trust, you know, that I wouldn't just give them just anything, you know, because we do get a lot of screenplays, you know, you're offered a lot of stuff, and a lot of it's no good.
No, you see a lot of stuff. You know,
I like the candor. I like it.
But your connections in the industry, and I remember talking to Cedric the Entertainer when Soul Man first launched a few years ago, and so your connections are great. Tim, he's got to be a valuable resource for you.
Oh, John's great. I mean, you know, one thing that we wanted to do was partner with people that have good stories to tell, and we knew that John was a great guy for that. So when he brought this project, I mean, we got on board right away. It's a fantastic project.
You mentioned East Texas Hot Links.
Yeah.
What about projects that are already done under the Night Fox name?
Yeah, so we recently premiered a project called Z for Zachariah at Sundance in January, and that stars Margot Robbie and Chiwetel Ejiofor and Chris Pine.
Yeah.
So that'll actually be out in theaters sometime in this fall, so we're excited about that. And then we also finished up one called Headlock, which is a psychological thriller with Andy Garcia and Justin Bartha. So that one will be out in 2016.
Great. What's on your wish list?
You know, more great projects. I mean, eventually we want to do some studio films, some of the kind of Batman type movies, and you know, some of those big projects. But you know, right now we're happy to kind of play a good niche and to make sure we're doing things that generate a return for our investors.
How does that work? You have an office in downtown Omaha, but then there's also the LA kind of bureau. If that's what you call it.
Right. I mean, that's more of a production office. I mean, we have a president of production who works out of there, and you know, I love to do it from here, but you have to be in LA from time to time to make this work. And so we've done that.
Why is it important to have this Nebraska thread running so true throughout each facet of the business?
Yeah, I mean, I'm from here, and you know, I love our home state, and it's just our desire to do things that help to build the state, and if we can involve some investors and some production crews and people in the state, then we want to do everything we can to do that.
And still some opportunities
to
get involved, right?
So
where do you send our viewers to learn about that?
You know, they can certainly go to our website at nightfoxent.com and certainly email us at info@nightfoxent.com or investor relations at knightfoxent.com
Really
to
excited.
learn more.
Yeah, really excited
Yeah.
about this project, getting Omaha involved in the
Absolutely.
scene. You guys are doing great things. And if you guys ever need maybe a fill-in actor, or if you need,
I know where this is going.
you know,
I'm
just,
available. No,
just remember,
Mike,
just remember me.
he has a performance past.
You know,
He was in the band
Okay.
in high school and college. Have you done some acting?
Have you acted?
I've done it all. Don't worry.
He's a
I mean,
natural athlete.
You'll work. We'll
just
put
talk
you
to my,
in- we'll put you in somewhere
talk to
and-
my people. All right?
Okay.
John's about to fall
John's
over.
like, I got to get out of here.
John, good to see you, and Tim, really nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thanks for
Thanks for having
entertaining
us.
us today.
Thank you.
All right.